Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. We're playing Mortal Inc. We're going to be doing Black Caves with the Warlord on Brutal. And just to show you we're going to be using no advisors, so when the time comes, it'll only be that much easier for you to beat this board. So we have a different tactic we're going to be showing you today on this. Foxtrot Papa, that's a safe spot I like to stop out on. And we're going to be doing district representatives first. I kind of like to pop back and forth between government and civilian. But we will do effective procurement in the government tab and then infrastructure discussion with highways. The reason being that there's a main highway that runs right across the middle of the map there. And we really want to get that going to kind of allow our troops to move faster. So we're watching our inflation. That's a big thing on this. We're going to spend little money on the civilian tab, but we'll go back in and do outreach office. And I'm really focusing to see how much money we're spending just to try to save every last little dollar because you're really going to need it on this one. So we're mainly watching anti-corruption, and once we see it drop down to $12 there, just like that, we'll spend the money. Universal justice, that pretty much stays right at 7. You guys really need to focus on how much things cost and kind of memorize it, because that will be the matter of saving $3 or $4 here and there. Like P&R there, that's going to be something that's typically $12 also. So we'll go in services, discussions. We're going to get those 3 touching tabs: the water supply, school regeneration, medical supplies, and they'll pretty much sum up the civilian tab for this one. Now I know you guys are probably saying, Pick, that's not a lot to spend on civilian, but believe me, it works. It's the Warlord. It's going to be a little bit different, and you'll see why in a little bit. Now I know I keep in my mind that those 3 touching the civilian services are $2 a piece, so that's why I'm looking for watching them drop down, and then when they are, I spend the money. That tank, we're going to scrap that. If we can get over to it, we'll try to. I really want to get that P&R going. But you see there, the insurgents are popping up, so this is going to be first phase of the game right here. We'll rock that P&R. I do actually want to do one other one, which is going to be that local police recruitment. That's going to be huge. But, oh, we got a notification here, so this will be the only other time I'm really going to spend money in the civilian tab. When you see a notification like that, and it tells you support's falling, well, we've got to spend the money on it. There's no choice. So P&R, we lost $1 on it. We're going to spend 13. It is what it is, but already we got to get troops going. Let's just go down there and scrap that right now. Get the extra money for it. I really didn't find the tank useful. I tried using it in a couple other scenarios. It just didn't seem to work. Use the money. It's really going to be a big help for you. And I myself like to do a national army right after getting the coalition. This one tried charging us $2 for it, so we had to hold off a little bit. But really what we're trying to do is we're trying to find those rebel bases immediately. The second you see the insurgents pop in, we need to start either searching in that area or searching around it. You might get lucky, and well, you might not call it lucky, but having 2 of them pop up, that's going to kind of help narrow down where that rebel base is. Drones will help also, but we're really kind of trying to focus on the money. Look at that, we got lucky right there. So this might take you a couple of tries doing this technique, because finding those rebel bases, like I said, is key to win this game. And just in case if you missed it there, I did do local police recruitment a little bit back. Try to do that early on in the game. That's really going to help kind of secure things. We just did anti-corruption too. That's going to be another huge thing. Corruption is insane with the Warlord. It really makes a pain in the butt. And we really have to push these insurgents away from the main cities. Otherwise, it's going to crumble fast on us. So the things we're trying to focus on this is do little in the civilian tab. Do the things in government that are going to increase the support level. And then when it comes to the military tab, try to do the things that are going to increase intel or combat bonuses, along with maintaining troops and so on. And really, I probably should have flipped those around, having the coalition in the area with the insurgent, and then having the national one kind of back them up there. The drone, we got that going. That's going to be a huge help. And there they go, trying to attack that main city down below. We got to get on that fast here, so we'll slide that guy back down. So before we spend the money on the cave initiative up top right, let's get another troop going, because things are getting a little bit out of control. We'll plant that somewhere safe, and then once we get enough money, let's do the caves now. I wouldn't say do this the exact same way that I am, but wait till you at least see the caves and see that the insurgents are hiding inside them, and then spend the money on it. Otherwise, it just takes so long and utilizes your troop in a space that they don't need to be to try to kill those caves. Now, watch it right here. We just planned that other troop. We're really hunting down these rebel bases. Like I said, huge thing on this. Move your troops around. We're trying to find it. We're trying to see where it is. Luckily for me, I was getting pretty lucky here. There it is. We really need to crush that. And we're going to support that one national with the other one. But to do so, we need to have our troops in the highlighted green area. And we'll spend some money on strategic communications. That's the second PNR. Oh, they're moving down bottom left. Let's get a troop over there once we can. But really, if you don't get stability and support quickly in this game, it's going to start just dwindling really fast, like a snowball rolling down a hill. You don't really have a chance at it. You're just going to get crushed immediately. Keep these guys out of the main cities. Get those rebel bases. Like I said, I'm going to say it over and over until it's stuck in your head. This is how we're going to beat this with the Warlord. We just spent money on national travel logistics. Use it when you have the money for it, because you're going to have to start paying for those national armies. Just like you saw right there, the green notification. It's $6. Eventually they'll get up 7, 8, 9, 10. Depends how long they're around. But that's definitely money you want to have. Always try to spend it when you can, because insurgents, corruption, they start popping up when you don't have the money and have to deny it. Now you see me looking at anti-corruption because yes, it is getting pretty high there. But like I said, those bonuses, that's going to screw things up. And I really think I need another troop here because they're just starting to pop up all over. I would have loved to spend the money on the anti-corruption, but we really got to get this under control. There they go again, trying to get that city down on the bottom. We'll get a troop on that, but I don't think we're going to get it in time. Luckily, the troop down on the bottom left is about to take that one over. We will extend this coalition. And let's try to power up our national guys a little more. We're going to do the national arms upgrade. We do have enough money at the moment for it, so try to always keep that little bit of a piggy bank in case we do need to pay off the national guys. But watch what happens right here. This is something that I didn't realize about the game. I thought they had to control the area with the bridge. They do not control both sides of it, but look, it's going to give them a bonus for all the attachments on it. So we got to break this up right away or we're really going to be screwed on this. Now corruption is still pretty high, so we'll wait for the money here. Go into the tab on the government, and we're going to do the one to kind of just drop it instantly there. It would have been nice to do the anti-corruption, but we'll do the purge. It's going to take too long to get that to kind of settle in, so we'll spend the money later. But you could already see here how fast it's kind of popping up for having to spend the money on those national troops. And we're starting to get areas that are getting stabilized, which is great. It'll be the mountains last on it, but we really kind of just need to let this sit and push these guys away from those main cities. So we do have 53 reputation right now, so as far as this coalition troop, I think we'll do another tour with it. It's going to be easier just to do that versus spending more money on a new one. So let's get on that. We won't lose any support from doing so. So there we go. We're really starting to get things going. I'm loving the green. That's going to be huge here. And we'll do that human terrain one. That's really going to help out with bonuses for intel support. I like to get that kind of whole section taken care of. And you can already see that we're crushing areas and that local police recruitment is really kind of starting to help us out of keeping things kind of sealed up for the most part. And I hope you all can kind of see the big picture here of what's exactly happening. And I hope you also realize how much it is to pay these bonuses. It could really be a pain in the neck, but it's something that's definitely needed. So really, we're trying to just move things around and get things going here. Eventually, we're going to stabilize a lot of the land, and that's where we can kind of go and start spending money on coalition, kind of throw some garrisons in there too if we need to. But really, this is it, guys. We're just kind of pushing these guys around. We're trying to keep the connecting areas out of the way. Yes, it looks terrible down there in the southern left area, but let's just squash this guy out of this main city right now because he's really being a pain on us. So that's kind of a nice feeling. We got one of them out of the way. Did it do a big dent? No, but hey, we got him out. And we'll see if we can move this one down here and just kind of keep this down to just 2 of them touching versus 3 of them. Paying our bonus. Honestly, it feels like you never stop paying bonuses on the thing. And man, these cities, I don't know why. They really want these main cities. So, geez, another one right there. It's not looking good, but don't worry, guys. If you stick with us, you see all the green areas there. Once we get those areas kind of supported, it's really going to help out on it. And there's the first one. We're just going to delay those. We don't really want to do anything with it. But we got to do something fast here. We got to start crushing and moving guys around. So let's get that other IED one going and really get these things kind of strong. Delay on that. We don't need that. Until you feel it's right, do it then. But I like to at least have it where it's 70% or below to sign that peace deal. And this one, I probably could have gotten away without signing it, but I just said, you know what, let me just do it the easy way here. We'll get it done. And I just really pushed that kind of reputation up from doing it, and it really wasn't too bad. Now, I am spending some money on counter-strikes, but it probably would make more sense to use the initiative of foreign relationships, which is right to the left of universal justice inside the government tab there. But other than that, I didn't really do it, so we're just going to spend some money here and try to crush them. You can really start seeing it shape up though, so we're getting kind of lucky, and it really feels like this is kind of falling into place. And like I said, when the time comes and it doesn't seem like things are really happening, that's where we'll start buying some more coalition troops and just kind of push them and punch these guys out of the way. Look at that, we finally got that rebel base knocking down, and that was a matter of kind of moving the national out and putting the coalition troops in place there. So it's starting to feel real good now. I'm liking the way things are going. We still need to get rid of that 3-tier kind of area down the bottom there, but we'll get to it in a second. Now that we're starting to crush this top portion out of the way, we're going to kind of move this thing into place, and it really won't be too bad for us. So I'm going to leave it for you guys to watch the rest from here. If this video is helpful for you, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. This is how we do this with the Warlord, and you can kind of use this technique on any other board too. But really, this is the technique that I found that works for me, and I think it will for you guys too. So post in the comments what you think. It might not be a 5-star one. We probably could stretch it if I didn't do the peace deal. But like I said, this is the way to do it, so give her a go. And remember, I picked my butt.